And look at this, no hesitation. It's riding as if it's brand new. What? Yeah. God, the sorcery that Honda does. You know, one thing I'm finding in Portugal, they have a lot of motorcycles and scooters, but look at this. A lot of them squid out. Like even this guy on the electric scooter, no helmet. Man, look at this. I'm gonna miss all of this. It's the US, the sun does not hit as hard as here in Europe. Look at this. No hesitation whatsoever. It's like smooth as silk again. I love parking in Portugal. It's so easy. You see? Nothing. Alright, I'm all full up. And there's a trick to filling up. I fill up at the closest gas station to the house. I slowly go back. And I fill it right up to the brim. And I used up 17 euros. That's like $20. It was pretty full. You want to have fuel all the way up. So I also bought some stabilizer. There we go. Treatment of gas. And what I'm going to be doing is first I'm going to be running the bike until it's empty. And in order for me to do that, I have switched the petcock to off because I don't want any gas getting to the carburetor. If gas goes to the carburetor and the linker's there for a few months, then I'm going to have to clean the carb. I did this. I completely empty out the carb when I left. I can hear the bike kind of getting choked out from lack of gas right now. I finally got the bike pretty empty. Choke on. Still running a bit. Fuel comes out. But the problem is that I think there's something wrong with the petcock. So I removed the hose that goes into the carb. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just put something here, because what happens is that if I just remove this hose, there's like a little trickle of fuel that goes into the pump itself, and that's bad, of course, because you don't want any fuel getting to the carbs. So the carbs are pretty empty right now, so if I leave it like that, it's going to be good. But what I'm worried is that there'll be a trickle of fuel coming from the fuel pump onto the bike. So, all right, so here's one thing I did. I put a plug on the exhaust of the fuel pump. I might lose fuel, but I don't know what else to do because it kind of keeps trickling in, but I think the pump is going to stop gas from developing. So at least that is good. I do have a few extra fuel pumps that I can put on if this one craps out. There we go. Here's the battery. Kind of a big, heavy. It was 30 euros, but I'm just going to leave it aside because by the time I get here, it's going to be dying. I just don't want to keep it charged. 14 pounds. It was a pretty decent battery. Every time I come here, I just get a new battery because I cut the electricity off, so there's no point. All right, we're almost done. And last time I just caked the entire chain with grease, but I don't think I'm going to do that for this one. Not pretty. I don't have a tent cover or a bike cover, so I just put a bunch of stuff. It's mostly so dust doesn't get in. But the important thing is that I put this on the exhaust. It keeps moisture from getting in. And I think pretty much that's all I'm going to do. I cleaned it as good as I possibly can, and it's so sad. I'm pretty sad leaving it. Okay, she's ready for her sleep. Goodbye, old friend.